I want to speak directly to Americans, our closest friends and neighbors. This is a choice that, yes, will harm Canadians, but beyond that, it will have real consequences for you.
Today, we're talking about millions of Canadians making a bold move, cutting off American brands and products to punish the U.S. for its tariffs.
There's nothing you can do but guess with this guy. The good news for Australia is it looks like he's looking a little more closely at home, getting a lot of headlines out of it, and hopefully the rest of the world is receding.
You're going to see more protectionism everywhere. You're going to see more mercantilism, more attempts to try and guide economies in different directions.
Over the last few years, trade tensions between the U.S. and Canada have been rising. We've seen tariffs slapped on everything from steel to aluminum, agriculture products, and even luxury items. The U.S. government imposed these taxes to try to protect local industries, but it left Canada feeling like it was getting the short end of the stick. Now, we've all heard about the U.S. imposing tariffs, but what if Canada decided to fight back? Well, here's where it gets interesting. It was a small act of resistance against the Trump administration and its sudden upending of the longtime alliance between the two nations. Since taking office last month, President Trump has turned Canada into a punching bag, threatening hefty tariffs on its goods, while insisting that he is serious when he says that he wants to annex the country to make it America's 51st state. They would be much better off, Trump said a few days ago, adding that Canada is not viable as a country without U.S. trade. Trump's tweet read, "Many people in Canada love being the 51st state. The United States can no longer suffer the massive trade deficits and subsidies that Canada needs to stay afloat. Justin Trudeau knew this and resigned. If Canada merged with the U.S., there would be no tariffs, taxes would go way down, and they would be totally secure from the threat of the Russian and Chinese ships that are constantly surrounding them. Together, what a great nation it would be." And this wasn't the only thing he tweeted. Instead, people saw a series of tweets all aimed directly at Canada and its freedom, and this was no less than a huge shock. Trump and his problematic ideologies have sent shockwaves around the world, with people wondering if this man would ever act sensible again. Here's how the Canadian authorities replied.
If President Trump wants to usher in a new golden age for the United States, the better path is to partner with Canada, not to punish us. I am announcing Canada will be responding to the U.S. trade action with 25% tariffs against $155 billion worth of American goods.
Justin Trudeau left no stone unturned in trying to decrease the mounting tension between the two countries. But if things are going the wrong way, he will fight back to save his people and his country. Infuriated by such talk, the Canadians have decided to not only boycott U.S.-made products, but also choose to humiliate Americans by making noises when their anthem plays. I fear this booing might actually be a little too much, but let us know what you think in the comments down below.
Canada immediately responded with retaliatory tariffs and harsh words for Americans.
Americans have to understand how hurt and frankly how furious Canadians are. Regular Canadians across the country are coming up with ways to stand for Canada, to fight for Canada, to defend Canada, but mostly to say to our American neighbors, guys, just cut it out. Just stop it. This is a terrible idea.
With support from Prime Minister Justin Trudeau and other leaders, the boycott is gaining ground. Shoppers around the country are choosing Canada's local goods, and bar patrons are trading Kentucky bourbon for Canadian rye. Trump is causing a lot of trouble, said Mary Brock, another shopper who was keeping U.S. products out of her cart at the supermarket in downtown Toronto. I'd like to do my part.
Strong and precise responses to President Trump's tariffs. What does that look like in your opinion?
Well, we need to be united, strong, and smart. We need to recognize this is a critical moment for our country. We need to recognize that we can get through this and we can win. But we can only do that if we do the right things. So what I think we need to do today is publish a detailed retaliation list. It needs to be big, bigger than our retaliation ultimately will be. It should be $200 billion worth, and it needs to be very specific.
In an unexpected turn of events, millions of Canadians have begun cutting American brands and products out of their lives. Think about it. No more Nike shoes, no more McDonald's fries, and definitely no Coca-Cola. Not just this, they also took to their social media platforms and expressed disgust towards the Trump government. With dozens of new hashtags crawling in every day, the Canadians seem to have had enough of the US. It's happening across social media with hashtags like #BoycottUSA and #MadeInCanada trending everywhere. People are sharing their shopping habits, encouraging each other to choose Canadian-made products over American alternatives. It's not just a protest, it's becoming a full-scale cultural movement.
8-year-old Kyra Daniel.
A poll by the Angus Reid Institute found a 10-point jump in the percentage of Canadians who said they are very proud of their country in comparison to 2 months ago. 9 of 10 respondents said Canada should reduce its reliance on the United States. Experts said the U.S. president's aggression has helped unify a country that, in recent months, had been deeply divided over Trudeau's leadership. It has also sparked soul-searching about what it means exactly to be a Canadian. While most Canadians are calling Trump insane, others take out their frustration by commenting things like, "This isn't funny to me, and why is he so fixated on this?" Not just this, but people seem to also feel bad for the citizens of the United States, with comments popping up like, "Oh, 4 years of pure misery." But the realest comment so far was a simple question, a question that shook many people to their core. "We're going to have World War III, right?" exclaimed one person on Twitter.
I think Canadians are a little perplexed as to why our closest friends and neighbors are choosing to target us. I don't think there's a lot of Americans who wake up in the morning saying, "Oh, damn Canada. Oh, we should really go after Canada."
Even Justin Trudeau appeared before the media and expressed his feelings about everything. He said he didn't expect this from his neighboring country and that he wishes for things to get better. But Americans are just not having it. Seth Meyers, a TV show host and commentator, also had a hot take on this matter when he allegedly mocked Canadians for being too dramatic. Let's see what he had to say.
I have never seen Canadians so mad. I mean, they have blown their fuses. And he's right, though. It's impossible to hate Canada. This is the country that gave us Wayne Gretzky, Ryan Gosling, Martin Short, and I am sad to report that due to this feud with Canada, Steve Martin will be forced to go on tour alone. That's right, we're down to 2 amigos.
Why would so many Canadians take a stand like this? Well, it's all about reclaiming control and sending a message. Canada is standing up for its industries, sending a clear signal that the ongoing trade war with the U.S. isn't a one-sided affair. Tariffs affect not only businesses, but regular citizens too. It hits their wallets and makes them think twice before buying a product. So why not fight back with the one tool that's hardest to ignore, their buying power? And honestly, it's not just about the products themselves. For Canadians, this is about sending a message to the U.S. government, showing that even if the U.S. imposes tariffs, Canada is united and it can hit back where it hurts, in the pocketbook.
He cares about Americans. And so we need to use the market power that Canada has as the largest export market for the U.S. to activate those internal stakeholders in the U.S. and get them to say to the president, "Wait a minute, this is going to hurt us."
So what's the impact so far? American companies are starting to feel the heat. Reports show a significant drop in sales for some of these brands in Canada. Nike, for example, has seen sales dip in certain regions as more and more Canadians turn to local alternatives or other global brands. But here's the kicker. Canadian companies are loving this. Brands like Lululemon, Canadian Tire, and Tim Hortons are reaping the benefits. They're seeing a boost in demand as more Canadians make a conscious effort to shop locally. It's kind of like a win-win for Canada. You punish the US and support local businesses at the same time. Pretty smart, right? Now, whether you agree with the boycott or not, it's clear that Canadians are making their voices heard in a way that is impossible to ignore. It's more than just buying local, it's about making a statement and taking a stand. But hey, I want to know what you think. Is this boycott something you support, or do you think it's going too far? Drop a comment below and let's get the conversation going. Do you think Canadians are doing the right thing? Hit that subscribe button if you want to stay updated on this developing story. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video. Until then, stay informed and stay empowered. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. Also, hit the bell icon so you can be notified every time we post a new video. Thanks for watching. See you soon.